Hello, my name is Chris.
May.
Hello, my name is Chris.
My name is May.
And today we are going to talk about the most anticipated horror movies of 2025.
Give it to me!
So we came from a year that was not the best for horror movies. It was pretty bad. Yes, we had some good ones, of course.
Some okay ones,
but not some like outstanding movies. And we had a fuck ton of bad ones. But either way, that just makes us more excited about this year because we had quite a few big names releasing this year.
Yeah.
So
and some of them I didn't even know about.
No, and that's kind of also a bit excited. And there's probably some in this list that I'm gonna present to you and you that you probably didn't still know of. So what we're gonna do in this video is that we're gonna talk about some of the most anticipated movies of 2025, and we are also gonna go a bit like through the facts about the movie in terms of like directors, writers, plot, whatever we know about the movie, to see if should we be excited about this movie.
Well, what we know about the movies thus far.
Yeah, and for some of the movies, that's quite little. We're gonna go through this chronologically, so I'm gonna just start with the first movie, which we're gonna start off with a banger, but this is also a bit of a cheat. So the first movie is Friday the 13th, Blood Loss.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Did you know that there's a new Friday movie coming?
I didn't, don't shoot me, but I didn't.
No, and I'm gonna say that I didn't know when I did this research in the beginning that this is a fan-made movie.
Oh man.
So it's kind of like it doesn't count, but since I already had it on the list, I thought as well, no, let's just talk a little bit about it.
The scary thing about fan-made
Ow!
fan-made movies is sometimes because it's a fan-made, the budgets can be so low and the actors can be so crappy that the movie itself is gonna suck. But who's gonna play Jason Voorhees in that one if it's a fan-made?
Who cares?
I care.
There's a new Jason in every movie.
I don't care.
No, there's not, but still.
I care.
So the thing is that they're probably siblings, Anthony and Mandy Caimano, who is the directors of this. They have never directed anything, which is of course natural when it's a fan-made movie. And they also wrote the story, never written anything before. Once again, fine. The thing is that, as I said, I didn't know that this was a fan-made movie, but the advantage that Friday the 13th have is that Friday, the franchise, is crappy B movies. They're all crappy B movies. Yeah, I said it.
But they're not as crappy as all the other B movies that we can name quite a few, but I'm not going
to. You
love
B movies, so I don't know why you're so offended.
Well, because you said it's crappy. It's not crappy. They're not crappy, okay? They're really good. And if you love it, Friday, but still, and if you're a fan of the game, but still, now that I know that it's a fan-made movie, though, I'm not as excited.
No, me neither.
I'm scared. I'm scared because it might be bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to watch it. I'm scared that if I watch it, I'm going to be pissed.
That's why we gotta watch it. But the reason I kept it on the list, though, is that there is another movie coming out this year that is called Halloween Aftermath.
Really?
Yeah, a new Halloween movie.
Is it another fan-made movie?
Yes.
Holy crap.
I was so fucking excited when I saw that there was a new Halloween movie because Halloween Ends, I've said this before, is the most fucking disrespectful movie ever made. How they treated Michael Myers in that one, some people should be whipped. So I was excited like when I saw, a new Halloween movie, and it's fan-made. Then again, if they really want to make a good Halloween movie, the bar right now is so low that they can actually do it. I just wanted to bring it up because I'm gonna say I'm still excited even though it's a fan-made, because I fucking hated Halloween Ends and I don't want that to be the last Halloween movie ever made.
Okay.
So the next movie is a movie I'm very, very mixed about, because that is Final Destination Bloodlines, which is gonna be the number 6 in the franchise. And now you can't call a movie Bloodlines, because Wrong Turn ruined that.
Yeah, I guess.
What we know though about the movie, and this is what is really confusing.
Yeah.
The director is Zach Lipovsky. He directed Fraggle Rock, a TV series, Kim Possible, Leprechaun Origins, and other short movies. And he seems to have a lot to do with Disney Plus stuff, or Disney related stuff. Odd choice.
It is, but like I said, I know Kim Possible. I liked watching Kim Possible, okay? And it is an action-based cartoon. So maybe that's why they thought maybe
I
this guy would
loved
be
Fraggle
really...
Rock when I was a kid. That doesn't mean like...
I've never seen Fraggle Rock, so I don't know. But Kim Possible is action-based cartoon. So maybe that's why they thought that he would be good. Because Final Destination is based off of action as well.
Death-wise, yes. Because the death scenes are spectacular, like over the top.
Yeah.
But that is where my worry come in, that this is all gonna be spectacular deaths.
Yeah.
No characters.
No story.
No story.
Yeah.
Nothing like...
So everything's gonna suck and it's just gonna drag until they die. And
That's my fear.
Boom, epic.
That's my fear.
Yeah.
But let's see. So as for the writers, there's several writers here. You have John Watts, who wrote Spider-Man Homecoming and Skeleton Crew, amongst other stuff. Guy Busick, who did write Abigail, Scream 5 and 6, and Ready or Not.
Some decent choices there. Abigail was decent. You liked it, Ready or Not.
Ready or Not is good.
Yeah.
Scream 5 and 6, I really like them. But then again, that is because I think Ghostface in those movies are fucking badass.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's good about those.
And then we have Laura Evans Taylor, who, as far as I saw, has nothing of interest previously. Like Laurie and Guy is also the ones that wrote the screenplay of this one, so it could be decent. It could be decent, but then again, there are some rumors that the directors of this movie, they're really big fans of the franchise, but they've also said that this movie is gonna like deviate from the standard formula, and I don't know how to interpret that.
I don't know either.
It seems that the directors are really big on over-the-top spectacular death scenes.
Yeah.
So that combined with like the rumor that this is gonna deviate from that formula, it doesn't really compute.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. I get lost. I can't even explain like how they could deviate from that.
Yeah, and the thing is also that so far, this is gonna be released or set to release May 16th, which isn't too far, but we don't know anything about plot or.
There's no trailer.
I don't think there's any casting yet as well that's been published. So they gotta start moving. But as for the movie, Final Destination Bloodlines, mixed.
I'd say so too, mixed feelings.
Don't think this is gonna be a good movie. I don't. I love the Final Destination franchise. You don't?
No.
You're like...
I'm like mid.
Yeah. Next movie on the list is a movie that you should be super excited about, but you are not for some reason. That is 28 years later.
So see, I'm so conflicted with this one because it's hard. I know everybody loves 28 Days Later. You said it was a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, I loved it. The beginning of the movie was so goddamn good, and it draws you into the movie and it excites you. Especially the moment when he goes into the church and then he I forgot what he did, but he made some sudden noise and then you see one of the zombies just pop up. And like that part is freaking freaky, okay? But the moment that it went really good, and leading up to him meeting other people, etc., etc. Okay, we get it. The dad turns, etc. But when they got to the military base, it became more of a drama thriller movie, and I hated that fact. It became stupid. Where were the zombies? Give me the goddamn zombies.
There was a zombie there. He was chained up.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell me why you're not excited about this one.
What do you mean?
Tell me why you're not excited about this one.
Okay, I'm just nervous. That's it. But 28 weeks later ended on a good note. Okay, it ended really good with the
cry now?
No. No, it ended on a good note where they crashed and all you see is zombies running. And I was so excited for a part 3, okay? And it took them freaking forever. Finally, they're coming out with 28 years later. I was excited until I saw that it's about an apocalyptic world. Why? Why? What are you going to do with an apocalyptic world?
Yeah, so let's get some facts going here. So the director of this movie is Danny Boyle. He did also direct Sunshine, The Beach, Trainspotting, 127 Hours. That's the movies that I picked out of his resume, because they are all well-known movies that you have never heard of.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
What the it amazes me that you, as a girl in your prime age, has never heard of The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Sorry, I love Leonardo DiCaprio, but
Leonardo? Yeah. The writer of this movie is Alex Garland, and he has written Annihilation. We love that movie. Ex Machina, Dread, Sunshine, 28 Days Later, and The Beach.
Now, when you say Dredd, you mean Judge Dredd, right? With
yes, the newest one.
Oh, never mind.
With Carl Urban.
Never mind.
That's really good.
I like the originals.
But have you seen the new one then?
I don't want to, no. Okay, can we?
Oh my lord!
Ah!
Okay, and the movie stars Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ralph Fiennes. Or I don't know his last name, how it's pronounced. So, big names, good writer, good director, I would say. So I'm just gonna read you the plot now, and then you can make a prediction about this movie, okay?
Oh no.
So the plot is said to be a group of survivors lives on a small island. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected, but other survivors.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Plot
I mean, they're on
really...
an island now. Why couldn't they continue off of where they left off on 25 weeks later? Why? That one ended so good. Why couldn't they?
Didn't you say that ended with a crash and then the zombies coming towards them?
You see them? No, you see them running. Zombies running or something like that.
So they're dead then.
Well, so why couldn't they do it from like another town? And then they lead to them leaving to the island. But don't start off an island in an apocalyptic world because we don't know what the freak happened in between. So that's one thing that we have mentioned that we hated, especially with Resident Evil, was that they were missing an in-betweener. They were missing an in-betweener. We need that in-betweener so that we know what happened leading up to the point.
Have you seen the in-betweeners?
But what I want is in-betweeners. I want to know what happened from the crash to them being on the island. Give it to me! Don't just tell me that they started them off at the island and then they go to the mainland. What the fuck happened? I want to know. What?
You're not gonna know that. This is a completely different story. It
doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
Because 28 days later, then it started 28 weeks later, and it connected somehow because they closed off that part of the city.
Listen to the title of the movie! 28 years later! So this is set to release June 20th. So it's gonna be a summer blockbuster for sure. But as for my prediction for this movie, it's gonna be pretty fucking good.
I hope so. I'm scared. I'm excited, but I'm scared because, like I said, Pocahontas.
Ow!
Post-apocalyptic world. I'm just a little nervous.
But don't you love that? Fuck that. Let's move on. Jesus Christ, we're never gonna. Okay, so the next movie on the list is a movie I'm gonna say, for some reason, I'm so freaking excited about this movie.
Oh.
And that is a new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is it a whole new cast?
No.
It's not the same cast?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
The old cast is coming back.
But it's only Freddie Prinze Jr. and...
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
But also there are other people.
What?
I'm not sure
but
all
died.
of them, but the ones that have survived will come back.
Okay. I do like the movies. I do. But I think for me, my excitement is like mid.
Yeah.
It's not like up there, like I'm like, chill, yeah.
No,
It's
so
like-
as of now, mine is here,
Yeah,
yours is here.
yeah.
Let's see if that changed when I go through some of the facts.
Oh no. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so the director is a woman called Jennifer Caitlin Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
She has previously directed basically just romantic comedies. The writer,
Okay,
Jeff Howard,
okay.
he wrote The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, Ouija Origins of Evil, Before I Wake, Oculus, Gerald's Game. So he has, it seems he is mostly like familiar with Mike Flanagan, the director.
Yeah.
So writing wise, holy fucking shit!
Well, we really liked Oculus. The both of us did.
Everything on this list
Gerald's
is
Game I didn't like.
just 8 out of 10 and upwards. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would say Gerald's Game was like more like a 5 for me, but everything else was definitely 8 and above. Yes, yes. So that's exciting.
it's a really weird mix though.
It is
So that's why I'm very conflicted so
with
far.
romantic comedy and somebody who wrote, did a horror.
Yeah.
A bunch of horror. Really
Yeah.
good.
I'm so confused. I don't know.
You don't know how to feel.
I don't know how to feel. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be released this summer as well, July 18th. But my prediction, and this is just what I hope.
Yeah,
The last thing I'm gonna
really.
say about this movie before we move on is that if they start this movie with like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt's characters being like divorced and like just grumpy and like miserable, I'm gonna turn off the movie. I fucking hate that trope. It's a typical trope that like when they do like a
Yeah.
sequel like 20 years later, the
Yeah.
people are like miserable and like
Yeah.
drunks or whatever.
Now we'll have to say that about Sinister. What is no, not Sinister. Sorry, the Insidious. When they did that with Insidious Red Door.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fucking disappointed.
Typical.
How could you?
Speaking of Insidious, the next movie is in the Insidious universe. It's called Treads, or Tread, an Insidious Tale. This is a spin-off of the Insidious movies. So it's not connected to the movies, like the main movies.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as we know or think is that it's gonna be about the further.
Oh, so is it almost like how when we watched Spiral for Saw? It's not like a connected, but it was like a spin-off.
No, but that's one is connected.
Never
So,
mind.
no, it's not
Okay.
connected. Yeah,
I would say it's
similar.
more of a
Like
spin-off,
it's
yeah.
because Lorraine, she is possibly in this one. So it is in the universe, but it's gonna be new characters, a new story. I'm kind of excited about this one, to be honest.
I didn't even know this was coming out, but
No.
I am excited
No.
too because the Insidiouses were really good, except for the one with the what was it, the key or something like that. That one was horrible,
Yeah,
but the rest of them excellent. I enjoyed it. The first one was great.
yeah.
Masterpiece for the first one.
Yeah. No, they're great movies, and as far as casting, there's only 2 people that's been casted so far, I think, and that is Mandy Moore and Kumail Nanjiani.
Did you say Mandy Moore?
Yeah,
So I love many more in romantic movies, like A Walk to Remember. That one is one of my ultimate favorite romantic movies ever, especially when she sings in there. But her in a horror movie, I can't see it. I just can't. I can't. Because she's only played in silly movies to romantic movies.
Oh, and as for the director and writer of this movie is a guy called Jeremy Slater.
Yeah.
He has, oh my lord, he has written the remake of Fantastic Four from 2015, which is arguably probably one of the worst movies ever put to the big screen. He also directed the Exorcist series, which I
heard they were horrible.
Yeah.
I will never watch them.
Moon Knight, which is a Marvel TV show for Disney Plus, and also Godzilla vs. Kong and The Umbrella Academy. So the only thing we know about this movie is that it says a couple resorts to a spell to travel back in time, hoping to prevent their daughter's tragic death.
I wonder if this one has to do with the ending for the part 2. Was it part 2? When after she dies, and then she ends up at a door with one of the girls in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with that one. If it's in connection with that one, maybe because she was like just sitting in the wheelchair, kind of like dead, no longer there. So I wonder.
You think the girl in the wheelchair was dead?
She was not like dead, but she just wasn't all there.
I'm excited that they're gonna explore maybe more the further, because we have seen a bit of the further, but we haven't really explored it, have we? And the further, especially in the first movie, I think they made it really creepy.
You
really
see more
creepy.
of it in part 2, though.
Yeah, no, you do,
So.
you do. But I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a good one. But then again, like as with the Conjuring universe, the Insidious universe is starting to like. Is it time to just stop soon?
I think so. With some horror movies, they need to stop at a certain point before they drag it for too far, and then you're like, you should have stopped at this one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's almost all franchises. But then they all of a sudden come with like a really good one, like fucking 10 movies into the franchise.
Banger. Yeah.
Like Jason X. This is scheduled to arrive on the 29th of August. So,
ooh, sweet.
Yeah. The next one, speaking of franchises that never dies, The Conjuring Lost Rites.
This I'm excited about because I do love the Conjuring movies. They are my favorite, except for Devil Made Me Do It.
Yes.
That one destroyed my inner Conjuring soul. Because Conjuring 1 and 2 are my ultimate favorites. They're my comfort movies. I do have
Watch them every week.
if I really wanted to.
You were gonna hit me now, but then you realized it's fucking true.
Yeah, I do love them that much. I can watch them over and over again. I won't even avoid it to where it's just in the background. I do have my horror movies that I just throw in the background and listen to it. But there are my horror movies where I will sit there and literally watch it, like with binoculars. I love this movie.
So as right now, where's your excitement level?
All the way up here.
All the way up there.
Yes, because I love.
Okay, let's see if we can keep it there then.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So as far as we know very little about this movie, which is weird because it's scheduled to be released the September 5th. It's not. The time flies. It's not that long, and we have nothing.
Yeah.
Of course, we have the director, that is Michael Chavez, who previously directed The Nun 2, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and The Curse of La Llorona.
Wait, what was the first one?
The Nun 2.
Oh, you hate The Nun 2. The Nun 2 is decent. To me, it was decent. It wasn't too bad. And then what was the second one? The Devil Made Me Do It. Hated that one so goddamn much.
But
could you?
Whoa. But okay, let's say that so far, let's give it a bit of the benefit of the doubt, because those movies weren't necessarily bad because of the directing. I'd say it's more the writing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So because the Nun 2, direction-wise, pretty decent. Patrick and Vera Farmiga is returning one last time, because this is the last movie in the Conjuring universe. The Conjuring universe, in terms of spin-offs like The Nun and Annabelle, is going to continue till we die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is probably the last time we're going to see Patrick and Vera. The writer, Ian Goldberg, he did write The Nun 2, Eli, and The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Which we liked.
Yes. Eli, really good movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Yes.
And The Autopsy of Jane Doe is one of my favorite horror movies ever. It is so freaking good. Especially writing-wise.
Yeah. They scare you without the needing to scare you, basically. No jump scares necessary. Yeah, there you go.
I'm here now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hope that the Conjuring universe goes out with a bang. Okay, and speaking of franchises that keeps on living forever, the next one on the list is Saw 11. Why?
Because when you made me watch all those Saw movies, I feel like it's nothing but the same thing repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
So not like Halloween and Friday the 13th and Hellraiser and Chucky and... Should I keep going?
No. Done. Okay,
No.
but no, there. So I mean, I'm excited as long as it's nothing like Spiral.
No, but Spiral doesn't exist in my universe.
And then the last, was it the last one with the detective guy,
No.
the cop guy?
No. So I'd say like the Saw franchise started up here.
Yeah.
Because Saw 1, masterpiece,
Yeah.
and it slowly descended.
Yes.
Then we got Saw X. We are fucking back at the start because Saw X, outside of like the first Saw movie, is the best one in the franchise. It's so good.
You forgot Spiral.
Yeah. There. So
Spiral took me all the way
Yeah.
down there.
Saw X,
got me there.
directing wise,
Yeah.
writing wise, acting wise, was a superb movie because it brought us back to why we loved Saw 1. So, and that's why I'm really excited about this, because as far as we know, and we don't know a lot, is that this is most likely a sequel to Saw X, because that's when he was like scammed. And rumors is that Cecilia, which was the bad girl, because she didn't necessarily die, is coming back for this one, which is why people think this is going to be a sequel to that.
Oh,
Which I don't mind, because as for a villain, she was pretty good. Okay, so as for the director, it's a guy called Kevin Greutert.
Yeah.
He did direct Saw X, which is good. He also directed Saw the Final Chapter and Saw 6, which is not the best. But that's all we know about Saw X.
Yeah.
Saw XI.
I'm not that excited. No. I'm like right here. Maybe. You're all the way up there.
My prediction is that this is gonna be just as good as Saw X.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, of course. We have no other choice.
Yeah.
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 But it's worth a mention because I did not for some reason, I didn't expect another sequel after Saw X. I thought that was going to be the last one ever.
Really?
How stupid am I? September 26th is the set to release. So, we'll see. The next one on the list is The Black Phone 2.
That one I'm excited for. I really, really enjoyed Black Phone 1. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it because I can't stand a lot of children abduction movies and stuff like that. I was scared it was just going to be one of the ones that's going to make you feel icky and yucky, want to cover your face and never see it again and never think about it. But when I watched it, I was so surprised that I enjoyed it a lot, especially the creepiness of him being in the basement and stuff like that, and the phone ringing and talking to the children of the dead that were victims.
Children of the dead, or children that are dead. Children of the dead. Can you say that? Are they children of the dead? Or are
I mean,
they
they're
just dead children?
They're dead children, but whatever, okay?
As for what we know about this movie, though, is basically the people that made the first movie is making this one.
Oh,
It's
really?
just that, and
Oh,
of course Ethan Hawke is back as the grabber, and
Yeah.
the kids are back. So my question is, why did this movie need a sequel?
I'm curious too. Why?
Yeah. If maybe we know why.
Do we? Yeah.
I'm gonna say the first movie really good. I'm gonna say yes, I'm excited about the second one, mainly because I want to see why they did this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if they ever make a Black Phone 3, I don't want to live on this planet anymore then.
Yeah.
Because October 17th is set to release. So
close to Halloween.
good job.
Nice.
Wow. The next one is once again I'm very mixed about because I should be super excited about it, but I'm not for some reason, and that is Return to Silent Hill.
I'm surprised. Wait, is there a plot to this?
Yes, and I'm gonna come to that
Okay.
because you have played Silent Hill 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and I played it on stream
Yes, you did.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's the movie.
that's the plot.
The plot
he goes
is
into the-
Silent Hill 2.
So he actually goes and looks for her.
It's because have you seen the remake of Silent Hill 2?
No.
My fear is that
There's a
if you
remake?
have played or seen people play the recent remake of Silent Hill 2 that came out last year, you have basically seen this movie. So I don't know like how they're gonna do it, because the main like plot, as far as we understand, is that this is gonna adapt Silent Hill 2.
I really hope that one day they do end up going and moving forward with it and doing Silent Hill for The Room. Please do it.
Oh my lord.
I need to see it.
Yeah, so as far as we know though, Christopher Gans is the director and writer of this movie. He did direct Beauty and the Beast, the one with, what is her name again? Emma Watson. And he
What?
also did direct the first Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this movie will follow James Sunderland into the Silent Hill and where he meets Mary. The casting list is published, so you can go and see
okay.
who's... there's no major names as far as I understood,
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter at all. No release date.
Oh, damn it. That means it being released this year? Possibly not.
No, but I think many people expected it to be released last year. So I'd say most likely, definitely this year.
Let's leave that open. Okay? So don't get too excited. It could be this year, it could be next year.
All right. The last movie
Okay?
that we have,
Yeah.
yes, we do have some honorable mentions. The last movie I want to talk about, which is weird because there's nothing to talk about because we know nothing about the movie, and that is An American Werewolf in Rome.
You like American Werewolf? Like the American Werewolf in London, was it?
Yes, and Paris.
Huh?
And Paris.
They were so boring.
Are you on crack?
Maybe it's because I watched it when I was a teenager, but they were boring.
Oh my lord. So the thing is that the director of this movie is a guy called Hunter G. Williams. He never directed anything before.
No?
No, but he has been a writer of many movies
And yet you're so excited.
that we never heard before. The writer of this movie is Aaron Bennett.
Uh-huh.
Never heard of anything they did, so... And we know nothing about the movie. I just wanted to mention it.
Okay.
Well, because An American Werewolf in London is a true classic.
Yeah. I think there's only one part in that movie that I remember. Was like, I think that was the couple having sex in the tent. And it was like, ooh, ee, and then here comes a werewolf and kills them both. I don't remember. My older sister was watching it and I was a teenager, so that's
Okay.
yeah.
Moving on. So the thing is that we had about 10 movies on this list that we wanted to mention. There's gonna be hundreds of horror movies coming out, and most of them are gonna suck ass. So there's some movies that we gotta mention because it's a big part of the. No.
Yes.
One of them is a sequel to my favorite horror movie of all time. It Follows.
Oh yeah. Wait,
It Follows gets a sequel called
Really?
They Follow. The reason why I don't mention it more than just an honorable mention is that we know nothing.
Yeah.
Just that the main actress is coming back for it. So far, nothing else. But just the fact that we get a sequel of that movie,
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Because that
Let's
movie
hope so.
is so good.
It's creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. And the director and writer of the first movie is coming back as well. So
Oh, okay.
I'm up here. We also got to mention that there is going to be a new VHS movie.
I'm sorry. Can you stop? No, not that. No, yeah, I don't even know. That's not saying. That's enough.
Fucking hell.
Our reactions should tell you enough.
But I do know many people still love VHS. Also, Talk to Me 2.
You didn't like Talk to Me.
I love Talk to
I
Me.
thought
You
you
didn't
didn't
like
like
Talk
it.
to Me.
Was it no?
You
I
didn't
don't
like
remember
Talk to
not
Me at all.
liking it. I said it was okay.
I liked it a lot.
I wanted more. I wanted more out of it.
You're getting more now.
Well, I hope so. I need them to impress me. Impress me, people, with part 2, please. I'm really hard to please because I am such a horror fanatic that I'm freaking picky as hell. So
And you
impress me.
called me picky.
Yeah, impress me.
Yeah. The last movie we're gonna mention though is Megan 2. We just gotta mention it
That's
because
not
it's
really a horror movie. I feel like it's more of a thriller drama.
But it's
It's a robot.
It's Chucky was a robot in the remake.
In the remake, yeah. In the remake, he was a robot, but not Chucky himself. Megan is
Chucky
a robot.
himself was a robot
Chucky
in the
was
remake.
a doll, though.
In the remake, he was a robot.
So, well, we're not talking about the remake. We're talking about Chucky in general.
No, we didn't. I
You said
mentioned the
Chucky.
remake. I mentioned the remake.
Well, the remake should have changed it to drama thriller. Because Megan is a drama
You
thriller.
love the remake.
I didn't love it. I said it was good.
The thing is, the why I didn't like make any more fuss about Megan 2 is because Megan 1, for me it was but I know people think it was really good. So in general, it's a thought of movie.
Yeah.
And Megan 2 is probably gonna be just as good. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about Megan because it's a decent movie. The sequel is gonna be
It's
decent.
okay.
That's it.
I wasn't a huge fan of Megan at all. I watched it. It was okay. It's not something that really pulled me, and I was just like, woo. It was just me watching. I was like, yeah, that was okay.
But a lot of people love it, so
Yeah.
we gotta mention it.
Okay.
But that's all the movies that we wanted to talk about. So when we talked about all these movies now, what do you feel about the year that is to come?
That's so hard to say. I don't know if I'm like extremely excited. Like, I don't know if I can say, oh, it's gonna be a great year. I feel like it's gonna be mid. Because 2024 disappointed me like mad crazy, okay? There were so many movies that came out that I was like, oh, I'm excited. And then, you know, somebody mentioned Long Legs and stuff like that. And I waited forever to watch that one. And then I was disappointed. So 2024 really jacked me up. But 2025, I think could just kind of, just hearing the list, especially with The Conjuring and Insidious coming out, as knowing that those were one of my favorite horror franchises, or I guess you could say franchises. It's moved up a little bit, but I don't have my hopes up. I'm not going to put my hopes up here just to be let down. So I'm just gonna keep it mid and be like, yeah, I think it might be an okay year.
Yeah. Which one movie are you most excited about? The
Conjuring.
most anticipated? That's The Conjuring.
Yes.
Of course. Well,
Should have saw that coming.
yeah. Mine is
Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's the one I'm most excited about. But as for the year as a whole,
Yeah.
compared to 2024, which didn't have any big names,
No.
I'm much more excited about this year compared to 2024.
Yeah.
But because I'm scarred
Yeah.
for life from 2024, I can't have high expectations.
Yeah,
but I have my
don't.
hopes up, and there are like the thing is that through this year 2025 we have like glimpses of big movies coming out. So
yeah.
we have stuff to look forward to though.
Yeah,
That's
we
gotta
do.
count for something.
We do.
But this was the most anticipated movies that we could think of. My final prediction is gonna be a better year than 2024.
Yeah, I'm hoping it is. Yeah, especially with the list that we've gotten. So yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hopeful.
Yep, that was all we had for this list. So if we forgot about any movies, then please yell at us in the
I was
comment
about to
section.
say, yell at us.
Yeah.
Tell us you guys from
Yeah,
this.
and if we did forget some, I would love to hear about it.
Yeah, so that we
because-
can look more into it
Yeah.
because we do love horror movies. So we will, even if it's low budget movies. I'm a big fan of it. He isn't, but please let me know so I can look into it because I will watch it.
Yeah. And that was all. So if you liked this video, or if we at least mentioned one movie that you are anticipated for, then please give us a like and subscribe, and
A thumbs up.
we will be back with something completely different.
Ooh.